So welcome to the Berlin Music Video Awards 2025. For those who don't know you, could you please give a brief introduction and which nominee you had this year?
Okay, I'm Sophie Bramley and I directed Hold On, which was performed and sang by Barbarella. And I mainly work in Unreal Engine and virtual production, but on this occasion it was the first music video I directed, and it's actually the first festival I've ever entered, so this is actually pretty crazy.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Could you tell us when was the moment that this video came into conception for you and the team?
So I think it was around about maybe February. Like I had a certain deadline that I wanted to do a project for, and I contacted Barbarella. We've known each other for quite a while, and I know we've got like similar vibes of interest, and I knew it would work quite well. And so yeah, that's when it came into concept, and then it finished around June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And how does this release fit into your journey and creative expression as an artist?
It was actually a really wonderful project to do because basically, you know, we made the rules.
Incredible.
Yeah, and it was just really nice. I think what was quite nice about it, both me and Barbarella, like we wanted to make something that could be enjoyed by everybody on like a surface level, but also it does have layers, and so it's up to the audience to kind of like delve into that. But the kind of depth layer is like, you know, the kind of element of finding like, you know, like the whole meeting your shadow or you're kind of meeting the child. Like a lot of people kind of run away from that, and that's how they get stuck in those things. But the whole concept with the cave is kind of just staying there and just being with it. And that's how you actually kind of overcome those things, is kind of face those things, but in a really gentle way, you know, and being very accepting.
Yeah.
So the way it kind of like...
Shadow work.
Yeah, exactly. And the way it kind of fits in, I think, to be honest, it was just something that we really enjoyed to do. Like it was, I wouldn't necessarily say like therapeutic, but it was just, we got to make the rules basically.
Amazing. And the textures and the pace in the video worked very, very well together. What were you focusing in terms of mood and atmosphere?
Mood and atmosphere. So, I really, really wanted to experiment in Unreal Engine and virtual production. It was also the first time doing virtual production as well. And so I wanted to create different environments. So a lot of people maybe don't recognize straight away because they kind of see the cave and the desert as like the kind of more Unreal Engine 3D work, but also the bedroom is completely fake.
Like, oh, really?
Yeah, so the only things that are real are Barbarella, the mirror, and half the carpet. Everything else is like created. So we wanted to basically mix like a song, but also like a narrative as well. Like I think that can be really impactful. And also we wanted it to be able to be accessible to anybody. Like it's a really strong song and it's a really good message.
Definitely.
And, yeah.
So Berlin Music Video Awards celebrates originality and visual storytelling. How do you think your work embodies this spirit?
Well, it absolutely tells a story. It's a bit of an epic story, actually.
It really is.
Yeah, like it is about kind of overcoming things in a gentle way. Like, I guess in a more American movies and things, it's always like overcoming this bad guy or something, but sometimes they're maybe in yourself and you just need to do it more gentle. So yeah, it does absolutely tell a story, yeah.
And where do you think that for yourself and the team, you pushed the boundaries creatively through this video?
So we pushed the boundaries in the sense of, it's the first time we'd all done this. It was actually on an XR stage rather than like a VR. Like, you know, usually you get like a big curved screen, but it was an XR stage, so we had to do some trickery to kind of like fill in that extra third wall. We also tried like with the orbs, like with the spheres that come out, try to kind of do a little bit of interaction as well.
Amazing.
So we pushed the boundaries there, and I think just basically doing something that was like realistic looking and also playing with magical realism. Like I think that's quite a big theme of mine actually, and I quite like to make things, I like to do things where to create visuals about things that you can't really see, like to kind of bring that as a concept.
If you could extend this project or this video into another medium, what would it be? Would it be like maybe a live show, an installation? at the music videos?
I think it would actually be a performance. Like, it wouldn't make sense being a theatre work. I think we'd have Barbarella. Like, I also have a background in like projection mapping, so I think what we would do would probably kind of make an immersive space, and we would probably reveal elements through like the walls and everything. And we'd do projection mapping. Yeah, we'd be quite clever with it, and we'd make some really impactful moments. But yeah, it would have to be live, like to get the rawness of Barbarella. Like, she has to be there for sure.
Would you like to give a shout out to anyone else that worked on your team throughout the creative process?
Yeah, 180 Studio, thank you very much. Like, they actually let us use the studio, and we collaborate with them. Of course, Barbarella. My partner Eddie, who's always incredibly supportive. John James Smith, like, he was our DOP. He was always pretty incredible. And Dylan, he was the kind of virtual production supervisor, and he did a really great job.
And final question, what would you like the audience from the Berlin Music Video Awards this year to take away from your video?
We do kind of like the element where, they can take whatever it means to them. Like, that still is quite important. I find sometimes if you give them the answer, people then don't think for themselves. So, like, just listen to it and just see how it kind of resonates with you. Like, it's kind of strangely impactful if you're kind of going through a hard time. It's a message of like, hold on, and whatever you're kind of going through, like, it's
work.
Yeah, and it's actually quite an empowering song. So
yeah, I think Carl Jung would be very proud of your project.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for the wonderful music video and for the wonderful interview. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, it's been brilliant, and thank you, Berlin Music Festival Awards. It's been amazing, like, to kind of be recognised as well. So
yes, especially for your first try.
I know.
Exactly.
It's the one we've entered.
Exactly, and it just gives hopes to other like independent artists that just do your thing, keep trying.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.